Hello everybody and welcome to Bromsgrove Indoor where we're hosting the Open Singles Circuit all over the weekend. We're now just about to start the third session of the day, and we are going to be covering Arthur Thompson against John Cracknell. They're just having trial ends at the moment. Our marker is Kevin Kinsella, who is a Bromsgrove lad. John Cracknell also plays out of Bromsgrove. I'm not sure where Arthur comes from. I'll try and find out as the day goes on. I know this is John's first Open Singles competition. He's a very competent player. He's won club singles multiple times, and he's also got a decent record in national comps. He bowls with aero quantums. He's played numerous times for Worcestershire County on the indoor, and he's also achieved semi-finals in the mixed fours national comps, and he's been bowling since 1988. Arthur is from Wales, Llandudno, Wales. Plays out of Radnor Indoor. He bowls with Classic 2s 4 heavy, and he's already played half a dozen of these events, so he'll have a little bit of experience on these, and he got through a couple of rounds, so he's achieved the over 60s Welsh singles champion, and he's asking if would it be possible to get more open singles competitions played in Wales. Currently, apparently there aren't any. Maybe that's something the organisers could look at for some time in the future.
Good afternoon, this is Jill. I'm now in the hot seat with Darren. They're just completing their trial ends on rink 3. It's quite lively here, and quite a few spectators, which is absolutely great, and some very colourful shirts. Yeah, the place is buzzing. It's great to see the place full, and lots of people here supporting and watching. I think Arthur has travelled up in his motorhome, hasn't he, and stopped overnight. I think so. 1 or 2 players tend to do that because these comps are all over the country, so it can be a fair bit of travelling involved if you're doing it regularly. It's nice and convenient if you can take your home with you.
Yes.
Instead of a Premier Inn or a travel lodge or something, and a lot cheaper. And it's nice that the game that we are commentating on, they've both got different coloured woods. John's are sort of blue, and Arthur's are black.
No. I ain't got no chalk either.
Do we get two balls trial ends this time?
Oh, thank God for that. Anyone got any chalk?
The future of the club. Right, so just finishing off the trial ends, and they'll be underway shortly.
Okay, I don't even take chalk to a game and play it. It's whoever's playing with me got to bring the chalk. Simple as that. And if they don't, they're no good to me. So you imagine what
It's great that we've got the family caterers here looking after everybody with breakfasts, and he'll be doing lunches now after 12 o'clock. So
yeah, I have to say they've been very organised with how they're running things. Everything from the car park control to the markers and the scorers, the catering. Yeah, really well organised. So well done, Brian, and everybody else who been involved with.
And good afternoon, Paul and Kevin. And yes, Kevin, Sandra did play well because I marked the game.
She played too blooming well. But there you go. No, she well deserved. Well deserved.
And she's on again on rink 5.
Yeah, she's just about to start on rink 5. Who's she playing? Can we see? She's playing Wayne Marsden.
Yeah, she's playing Wayne.
Malvern v Bromsgrove yet again, round 2.
There's a real battle on 6. Deborah Perusa's doing really well. They're into a tie break, aren't they?
Yes, tie break end. I can't tell you who she's playing at the moment because I can't see the board. C. Stevenson. Good to see that Mark Royal is here today with his goods for sale, tempting everybody with some beautiful bowls.
Yeah.
Which
loads of bowls, so a
in
good place to
Bowlsware.
come if you want to get something today.
I must keep my credit card in my pocket.
There's a couple of shirts I'm very tempted to have a look at further.
So the format for the two-wood singles, for the open singles, is 2 sets of 7 ends with a 3-end tie break if required. And I believe Jack driven out of rink is a respot in this format. Yeah. So no dead ends as such.
Thank you, Helen, for that information on the screen. Most useful.
True professional.
I don't know what we'd do without her.
Thank you.
Right, so John's starting off. John has a jack. He's put them at about 3.5 spots up, 4 spots up. Jack 1.5 spots short of the tee. Around about 26 to 27 metres in length. I can smell that bacon cooking, Paul.
That's a good start, isn't it?
Apologies at the moment for not having we're trying to get the scorer away from the camera.
That's better.
That's a little bit better.
Yep.
So, as it stands at the moment, John is about a yard through with shot ball at the moment, and Arthur is around about 4 feet through. John bowling forehand.
Yeah. Another good start.
Yeah. So Arthur trying his backhand. Very good weight. Touch tight.
Yeah, excellent weight.
Yeah, jack high. Currently shot ball.
John's sticking with the forehand.
If you're watching, please be free to make a nice comment about something. If you're enjoying it, we love to hear from you.
Steve, when Kevin comes up, can you tell him to stay away from the camera? It's Kevin. So Arthur sticking with the backhand, again a little bit tight, decent weight, good enough to count.
Yep, probably 2 shots.
Yeah, as it stands.
I thought John might change his hand.
Yeah, I think open draw either way, isn't it? I know he can rest on the shot bowls, but he can come in either way, really, I suppose. If he gets a tickle on the jack, it's probably going towards his bowl. And that's a great reply from John. Has it done enough? It's close. I think it might have just rolled out, you know. Difficult to tell.
He might have cut it down from...
Yeah. The market seemed to think that John's bowl is shot anyway.
Thank you, Kevin. I think he's indicating a measure.
Arthur sticking with the backhand. Nice. It looks like he's got a decent line on this one. If he's got the weight, he's going to be on the jack. That's a cracking ball. Wow.
Well, finished in a good place, but
Yeah.
I think we shall have the umpire on myself. And the umpires are doing a fantastic job today,
Yeah.
doing all the measuring so the markers can just concentrate on the score.
Yeah. Well, I think John's. Well, he's took one of the away ball, one of Arthur's woods out. So whether that's, I assume that's shot ball, or maybe it wasn't in the count. So Kevin singled 1 to Arthur. Yep, one to Arthur.
Anyone want a drink?
I'm good, mate.
Jill? Anything, drink or something to eat?
Do we know who won that game out of Debbie?
I'm not sure. I'll find out.
So start of the second end, the mat is right up. 1, 2, 3, 4, around about 5 spots. 5 or 6 spots.
Jack on the tee.
Yeah. 26 metres, maybe 27 metres.
You do the calcs.
Yeah. Well, I'd say around about 25, 26 metres, looking at where the mat is from here. Arthur staying with the backhand again.
Good start.
He's found good weight already. He's just a touch on green. If he drops on that green, he's going to be nailing the jack wood afterward, the way he started. John stinking with his forehand, so we've got somebody who's bowling forehand regularly against somebody bowling backhand. Good effort here from John. I think he's just going to cut across slightly, but probably good enough to get in on weight.
Yeah, I think that's shot.
Yeah.
Is it me or has it gone cold in here?
I'm still quite warm. So a little bit awkward to get in on the backhand there, but Arthur's sticking with it. He can afford to use the wood. He doesn't want to be getting it full on, he wants to be getting the edge. Or finding a way around it, which, well,
Which he
well,
has, yeah.
that's a
Great
tremendous
wood.
bowl,
That's
yeah.
a great wood. John's trying here.
Yeah, just going to pull up. Yeah, it's
Just trying to
finished.
drop away.
Yeah, probably 20 inches short of the jack. Currently at the moment, one shot Arthur. Arthur's trying the other hand, I think, this time. Seems logical. I know he managed to get round that wood with his last ball, but to do it twice.
Classic
would be quite
twos do
something.
have quite a good finish.
Yeah,
on
they
them.
have got quite a big
Yeah.
finish on the indoor cup, haven't they? Classic
Yes,
twos.
they do.
Especially if they're the older ones. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, they don't make them anymore.
No.
That's not a bad place. John's taking the opportunity of pushing his up, I think.
I think he's aiming to punch his balls, isn't he? If he's missing him round the back, it's probably not wasted because he's covering the woods.
Yeah.
So it's, yeah, not what he was aiming to do, but it's a good second prize there.
See, you have a field bench there and always comes over to take care of
So Arthur's looking a bit tight this
Yeah,
time.
just drop that short.
Yeah.
I don't think it's in John's way.
No.
He's got to
I
be
don't-
inside that when
Yeah,
he's
well,
here.
he can play forehand or backhand, can't he? He can either try and promote his woods, or come on the forehand, dead draw, or even play. He could play a touch of weight because he has got a wood behind now. But
Yeah.
so he's got various options. It looks like he's going down the backhand to try and play his woods up. And he's very close.
Oh, he's very close
Yeah,
with
he's into
this
the
one.
pack. Very, very good effort. Not quite good enough, but
good enough,
still settle for one down. It was always a 50-50 shot, depending how he hit it. Currently, Arthur 2-0 up in the first set.
Long way to go yet.
Arthur's taking the mats up again. 1, 2, 3. Well, 1.
Oh,
Hang on a minute, I haven't got that many fingers. Come back a bit. About 6.5 spots, I think.
and he's cast the jack. Okay.
Yeah, jack
kept
on the
it
tee.
on.
Around about the 26-27 metre mark.
Good afternoon, Terry Turner. Glad you could join us.
Arthur, he's got the weight again. He's just
It's
not
just that
quite found the
scrap
green yet,
tight,
has he?
isn't he?
Yeah. The rinks are very awkward to bowl at the moment. The underlay is quite worn, so there are a few little runs and tricks on it. So very, very hard to find the line. The marker
That's a
has more stuff
lovely
than my
start.
mum's handbag.
And chalk, please,
Yes.
marker. That was a lovely start, John.
Yeah. Afternoon, Terry. Please let us know if there's anything you need to know, especially with what's going on with the other rinks, and we'll try and update you if there's any players in particular that you're interested to know how they're doing.
So excited to have this lot here. Brilliant. I love it.
Now John has just about nailed the jack with his first ball,
Yep.
and once he gets in the zone, you'll expect him to do that with at least one of his balls every end.
It's all about the feel, isn't it? The weight. If you feel the weight.
Yeah, he's a very experienced player, John, and he's a very, very good draw bowler. And he's actually got all the shots in his locker. He can play
has.
everything, can't he?
He's an
And if-
excellent crown
yeah.
green bowler as well.
Yeah,
And crown green bowlers make fabulous flat green bowlers.
Most of them do, Jill.
No, they do. They honestly do.
I'm a crowner.
I know you are.
Anyway, Arthur sticking with the backhand. He really needs to be reaching. That's probably
Yeah.
not a bad line if
He
he's
needs
just
to be-
reaching the head to use the woods and just perhaps opening up a little bit.
Needs to be giving it more green.
Yeah. He's probably been the more consistent of the two with weight over the
He has.
first 2-3 ends. Just struggling a little bit to find that line.
John's coming in again.
Yeah.
I like this one.
It's going to finish well. This
I
is.
really like this one.
It's going to count as well.
Yeah. Well bowled, John.
Yeah. Arthur decided to come up and have a look. Yeah, he's got 2 woods. 2. He's only got 1 wood left, hasn't he?
Yeah.
What's he going to do here? What did he do with his first wood then?
He put one of them in the ditch.
Oh, right, okay. There you go. That shows how much attention I'm taking. I think he's going to try and draw to sight. He's coming with weight. He's having a little trundle. I'm not sure he'll get a result here.
I don't know.
He gets a jack in the jack only.
I think he's getting a result.
Oh, well, there you go. That's a great ball.
Yes.
Great ball. It needed
Under
to be,
pressure.
Yeah, it needed to be absolutely perfect to get that result, and it was. So fair play. Well bowled, Arthur. John has got room to draw in, and if he plays anything like he's played his first 3 woods, he'll be taking shot away on this end. Could even be taking a couple. He could even take a risk and have a trundle, but I think he'll be drawing. You can't afford to be.
I don't know.
Well, he's coming on the
He's coming on
forehand.
his forehand. He's going to. Yeah,
Yeah, he's having a go.
He's not short.
Not sure that was the right call.
Oh, he didn't miss that by much.
Well, you can afford to drop ones at this stage, but with this game, because it's only 7 ends, you really do have to keep an eye on that board. You know, you don't want to be more than 2 or 3 shots behind at any point, because before you know it, there's only 1 end or 2 ends left to play.
And you've run out.
And you don't want to believe in yourself needing 3s or 4s on the last couple of ends, as I found out earlier.
I think the first game of the day, Darren, is always sort of tricky because you know,
Yeah, I think
the
it was
green hasn't warmed up and you know.
Well, I had a nice game against Sandra.
You did.
And she dropped on it a lot before I did.
Yeah, but let's be fair, she's practically lived here over the
Yeah.
last.
And she's a
few
very, very
weeks.
good player. So, yeah.
She's played so many competitive games here.
Well, I have to say it's my first Open singles, and I thoroughly enjoyed it, even though I only played 1 game. And I'm pretty sure I'll be doing more in the future. It's a nice format.
Yeah, I played 1 here the last time it was here.
So we've played 3 ends, and it's 3-0.
And this is another great start from Arthur. That really is good.
Hello, Doodle Bumps. Hope you're both well.
Oh, do
I know who you are now.
Do you?
Ah, well,
You can tell me
the
afterwards.
secret's out.
Doodle bumps. Oh, and Jane Flatters. Welcome.
Yeah. Cracking ball from John there. If he can keep bowling like that, it's going to be very hard to beat. So just finished half a wood short, short of Jack Eye, John. It's in a very good position there. I think if Arthur plays the line that he's been bowling all game, with that reaching draw, he'll just get a nice result.
Yes. Oh, he's put it out on a good line, but
Yeah,
I think his
just-
weight's a bit.
Just finishing around the back. Still, it's definitely in the game where it is.
Very, very useful.
And he's actually found perfect green on that, hasn't he?
He
Whereas
has.
he could have done with being just that foot wide. foot narrow, I mean. So John trying his backhand. And this is coming to a good home as well. If he can rest the wood or get inside.
Excellent wood, John.
2 shots. Arthur's definitely on a tighter track this time. Has he put a bit on the weight to try and get into it? He looks like he's very close.
He's close. He's very close again.
What a lovely ball.
Oh,
A little bit unfortunate there. Probably one down.
what an
John's
excellent try.
probably got an open draw on the forehand now. Get him within 2.5 feet to count.
Lovely line on that one.
So it looks like John is he,
I don't know. I think he's only one.
yeah.
It's so difficult with the angle.
Yeah. It looks like he's holding the one shot, doesn't it? But this again, there's 2.5 feet to get him. So if you can find decent weight here, he hasn't got to nail the green, just decent weight really. He's in control of this set, so we'll be happy if he can come away with one shot. No need for him to try and play anything spectacular. He's coming on the backhand? No. No way. Well. That is a bit of a surprise. Can't quite see what he's trying to achieve there.
He's tight.
Wow.
He didn't miss that by much, did he?
No,
Okay, John, what are you going to do?
I couldn't really see any way of him getting shot there, unless you got a real edge on that jack and just nipped it
Yeah.
across. But my word, I would have thought the forehand would have been a better option there myself. But we've all got our own views. We all know our strengths and weaknesses. Forehand draw for John. Decent
Just
weight.
needs a little scrap
get
more
him in.
than on his last wood. Oh, Arthur's
Well,
applauding it, so
yeah,
it must be
he's
coming
clapping
in
it, so
well.
it must be a good ball. Oh, I don't
Ooh.
know.
It's run through.
He might have done enough. Let's kick one out.
Oh,
Could be a measure for second. No, give him 2.
giving him 2.
Is that 2 or 3?
I don't know.
I'm not quite sure. And yeah, 3 shots. So that puts John right back in the game.
Wow. Question for us: does Arthur's bowls take a tight line, or is it the way he's bowling?
Definitely the way he's bowling, because the classic 2s are a very swingy bowl on the indoor.
Yeah. Yes and no. Yes and no.
They do have a bit of a finish on them.
They
don't
have a finish on them, yes, but I wouldn't class them as a wide swinging bowl. But that's just me. They are, in the olden days, they are the choice. They were one of the choice bowls for indoor bowling.
Yeah, I think greens were a little bit different back then, though, weren't they? I think.
Well, they don't make them anymore because
Yeah. Our green is definitely quite a swingy green, isn't it?
compared with
It's
some,
decent
yes.
pace, quite a bit of
Yes.
movement on the woods, whatever you bowl with.
And Arthur's probably had these bowls for a long time, so he's well used to
Yeah.
the line and the last bit of it, which is the important bit.
Yeah. They're really popular wood on the outdoor, aren't they? Classic twos.
No, classics.
Classics, sorry.
Classics, not classic twos. See?
Well, he's
That's
got a
very
result
good.
there.
Very good.
Hold it tight, as he has been most of the game, and he actually got a result there off John's bowl. Currently holding one. A nice backhand draw from John.
It's got to drop. It's just going to hold on that line.
Yeah. Again, finishing well though. That could be in the game at the end, knowing John. He won't let the head build up, that's for certain. So.
Good morning, Simon T. Gosh. Can you translate that?
Oh, Simon, please do that. I will be going up the club a little bit later to get the rust off my woods. So I hope you're all well, and I might see you later after the game. Too totty, Simon. Oh, with it. Yeah. So John's having a little trundle at this. He's close. He's found the gap. Oh, my word. Any contact on any of those balls would have been good. I think he'll be going again with his last ball. What's Brian going to do? Is he going to draw another one in or put one around the back?
I think so.
He could almost put one around the back
I think
and
he's
still
going
be
to try and get
counting.
round his side
Yeah.
wood and...
He's on a tight line here, you know. You don't really want to be hitting anything.
well, he's going to push that wood back.
Well, that's good bowling. That's yeah. It could be 3 shots. I think it's 2. So John's going to be rattling this.
Gosh.
What a good effort. Wow. Definitely holding 2. It's a measure for 3rd, so I still think the other hand would be the best on a draw, reaching draw. He doesn't want to be playing into the woods, punching the jack.
He'd have been better on his other hand.
It
Safer?
looks like he's definitely got a preference to his backhand.
Yes. He doesn't want to touch
Well,
them.
he's into them. Hopefully,
Doesn't want to touch them.
Don't want enough weight. Well, that's good enough. That's good enough. So fair play. He knew what he was doing. 3 in a look. This could be a very, very important end for Arthur. It means basically John's going to be chasing this set now if, well, if he drops a full house.
I think it's just the 3.
3, I believe. Still, that's a very good lead. Where are we on the scoreboard?
I don't know.
Is that scoreboard right? 6-3.
No, I don't. I'm not sure.
It is right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
good.
2 ends to play. 3 shots behind. It's just important now that John wins this end. Ideally, if he can pick up a 2 or more. But winning the end is a priority. He's got last ball, so he'll have all the options. Matt's up again.
Jack's on the tee.
Yeah, around about the 25, 26 metre mark. Actually, it looks like the mat's pretty much right up, isn't it? So probably about 23 to 24 metres. I actually think John can play these short marks incredibly well, but we'll see. Arthur finishing, what, 4 feet through the head? A good yard, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I'm coming down on the forehand.
Coming well.
Yeah, he definitely isn't short.
Just
Yeah,
behind
that's
would
a
be
good
great.
start. He'll be happy with that. It's a good reply here
I
from
think it's going to slip
Arthur.
by.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just a yard too much on it. Finishing.
Good
well,
line though.
Yeah, probably 5 foot the head, 5 foot through the head there.
John's giving it a bit more to do.
Yeah, he'll want to try and tighten it up a little bit with this one if he can. Get a nice little tickle on the jack would be nice, but
No.
it's not wasted there.
No.
Probably not quite good enough to count, but it's
No.
certainly in a decent place there.
Just keep coming on.
Still plenty of room to get in.
Again, I think.
Well, if you can get onto the
I think
wood,
he's, no, I think he's just
round the
running
back.
by again.
Yeah, he'll be disappointed with that. Normally,
Come on,
after
John, you've got an opportunity now.
yeah, it's the first time I think Arthur's bowled his first 3 and not been within a yard with any of them. So John's got an ideal opportunity now to capitalise on that. And it'll be interesting to see what Arthur does with his last ball. That's not a great ball from John.
And the weight's good.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's quite good enough to count. Arthur's got plenty of room there to draw it, or take a risk and kill the set if he gets the jack clean. I think he'll be drawing though.
He's got oceans to draw, hasn't he?
If Arthur can come away with 1 shot this end, he's going to be happy, isn't he?
Mm.
It means he can't lose a set basically. Well, this is looking
The
better.
rests on John's.
It's good enough to take the end. John, I
John
think,
won't be short.
yeah. Is he going to play the perfect draw, or is he going to try and just move the wood or the jack? I think he's got the weight to try and move things, hasn't he? He's just going to hang out. That's that's 1 shot to Arthur.
That's 7-3.
Yeah, 7-3, 4 shots in front with 1 end to play. So John needs to get a full house this end to halve the set, and that takes
That's
some doing.
tough.
Yeah. So I think John will probably he won't write off this set, but I think he'll be thinking more about what he's got to do in the next set.
Yeah, I know.
So Arthur's sticking with his tactic with the mat up. It's worked so far, so why change it? I think he's a yard short of the shortest mark with the mat. He's going to be playing around about the 24-25 metre length. So Arthur just wants to try and get a decent lead in.
Tight. Are these tight?
Well, if he's within that big dustbin lid of the jack, he's going to be happy because he's just got to. Even 4th ball will be good enough, won't it?
Yeah.
He hasn't got to worry too much about winning this end.
He's
In
just got
fact,
to cover each wood.
Yeah, I
hasn't
think really, if anything, he wants to put one a couple of foot behind the jack with his next ball if he can.
he? Good afternoon, Bob Perks. Nice you could join us. Hope you're enjoying the viewing.
So I think Arthur's tactic now will be to try and draw as close to John's wood as he can. Just cover it. We've got decent green on this. And that's going to finish. That's going to finish in a good spot there.
It is.
He'll be happy with that.
It is. He's cutting down John's options one by one.
I think John just got to ensure he's not short. He must be bowling, I'd say, through the head, just a couple of feet. That's okay. That's
all right.
He's got his woods in a good position if he can just get a bit of movement on that jack. So again, Arthur just needs to be drawing to the blue bowls. If he picks a jack up, it doesn't matter, as long as he goes with it. Definitely looks like he's on a tight line again here.
Arthur's pretty consistent, isn't he?
Oh, it's probably shot ball, but yeah.
Yeah, one red.
John's got to just try and tickle that jack, get it between his two balls, and follow it with his wood. He's got the line to do it. It's down to what the weight's doing now.
Oh, he's holding.
Yeah, he's got a couple of yards. It's too much on that, I would say. And if that's in the ditch, then that's the end of the set. So that is the end of the set. So Arthur's not even going to bowl his last wood. So first set goes to Arthur. Clear the board, go again. Over on rink 1 we have Seymour playing M. Knowles, and Seymour has just taken the first set. We have on rink 3 A. Thompson playing John, which is a game we're streaming. Hopefully Arthur's just taken that set. Over on rink 5, Sandra Jones is 6-4 up against Wayne Marsden. And on rink 6, P. Oak and Dan Holmes are all square after 4 ends, 2 across. So back to the game. Arthur's got jack in hand, Matt right up, jack on the tee, 24-25 metre mark. I'm sure John is eager to get an end under his belt and get hold of that jack and change something, try and get a little bit of control over the game. Arthur's aim here will be to nail that jack and pour the pressure on John. I thought that it looks tight, but being on the shorter marks, it's actually working that line.
Good afternoon, Raymond. Thank you for the feedback. We enjoy it, and you're in Huntingdon.
Yeah, and thank you for the positive comments.
Absolutely, it really
that's
encourages
all welcome.
us.
Good reply here from John on the backhand.
Yeah, weight and line are great.
Yeah,
Good start.
about 20 inches through the head.
20 or
22 inches?
21?
21 and a half?
Absolutely.
Okay, 21 and a half inches through the head.
And we're probably miles out.
Yeah. And Arthur's just going to drop short with this one.
Yeah.
2.5 feet or so.
Right, John, you need to repeat. Great atmosphere here this afternoon, isn't it?
Yeah. So Arthur, John turning over and bowling on his backhand this time. The open draw is there on the forehand, but obviously that front bowl is probably
Yeah, that's
just
the
putting him
shot
off
to play.
slightly.
Needs to
Yeah,
run.
it's not a bad effort.
I don't know.
Might be good enough for second bowl. So still plenty of room to get in here. Arthur's just got to drop on the weight really. He's not too bad with his green, is he?
No.
And this is looking like a very good effort here. Going to be shot ball, this is.
I think he's. Oh, yes.
Yeah, that wins it
yes.
so far.
Mark has indicated one red.
He's about a wood through the head on weight, wood and a half through the head. Probably 15 inches off the jack in total. With a touch up. So John trying the backhand. If he can get some movement on that jack, and he has, and he's got shot ball, well, great ball.
Nice wood.
It does give a nice little shoulder there for Arthur to use, if he can just bowl a similar ball to his last bowl really, into the head, spring the jack across to his wing bowl there. Or get it clean and follow it through.
And thank you, Bob, for your very nice comments.
Yeah.
We aim to please, don't we, Darren?
Yes, certainly do. So,
Right.
oh, it was Arthur.
A little
I
bit
think
of
I'll be-
pressure onto Arth this time.
Yeah, well, I'll be bowling exactly the same shot as the last bowl. Well, he's certainly a little bit tighter this time, so I'll probably put an extra yard on it.
Bowling positively as well.
Yeah, and it's not a bad effort, you know.
Oh, I think he's going to get.
Oh, he got
oh,
it
he's
out.
got it
He's got it
out.
out. That's a good result there.
Gosh.
So, what's John going to do? I would say John probably is either going to be drawing forehand onto the shot ball.
We're a bit tight on the. I don't know. He doesn't want to slice it to these two at the back.
Well, if he's drawing, it'd be, yeah, he can draw it either way. Yeah, he's coming on the forehand. I think he's got a little bit more of a target to draw into there, hasn't he? Because if he comes on the backhand and gets a jack, he's probably giving it away. So, no, he's coming with white. He's trying to get the wood out. Trying to get the wood out.
Oh, no.
Dear, dear. Yeah, two shots down. Still, it's early on in the set.
Unfortunate. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Arthur certainly knows his
Yeah.
wood, doesn't he?
I think if it had been later on in the match, he probably wouldn't have done that.
No.
But early on, if it's a chance of picking a 2 or a 3 up, then probably worth taking.
Mat up again.
Yeah, mat up again. This is where it's crucial to have that control over delivering the jack. When you've got the mat right up like that, to make sure you're reaching the tee. I know you've got a couple of yards through to play with, but it's so easy just to
Absolutely,
get your arm
yeah.
through it and get too far.
Yeah, he kept it on again. And also your first wood, if you can get that
Yeah.
within the dustbin lid
Yeah.
we talk about.
But I think on a short mark, if you can find the weight with the jack and get the jack, you know, to roughly where
Halfway there, aren't you?
I think it makes it a lot easier on that first bowl.
And it gives you more confidence for your others.
Yeah, yeah,
When you're firefighting from the back, it's hard.
yeah. And it's a good start here from Arthur. Jack high on weight.
Excellent weight again.
Yeah,
There's some really good bowling here, isn't there?
yeah. He's bowling. Well, they're both bowling pretty consistently.
And some good bowling on the other rinks as well.
Yeah. think John's just overcooked that one slightly. The line's perfect, just finishing a couple of yards through. Still on the green though, so might come into play as the head builds up. Yeah, decent track here again
Yes.
from Arthur.
Not far away.
And the weight's very good.
Very, very
Yeah,
good.
he'll be happy with that. Still room to get in, but they're good bowls there.
Also, a big thank you to all the markers who are now players that have lost their game but have stayed on to mark
Yeah.
the next game, which is absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, the whole setup works very well, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's
Um,
been well
You
organised
play
today.
your game. If you win,
Well
you have a
organised.
rest and then play your next game. If you lose, you mark the next game and then you're free to stay or free to go. So John is just about taking shot, I believe, with that. Is it?
Oh, his wood's just fallen, so that might have changed the
Yeah.
position.
If Arthur can get a tickle on that jack and just get it back. John's going to come down on the forehand now. He's looking.
Yeah, I think Arthur's just
Yeah.
snuck it in.
It looks like John's holding shot.
Oh,
So he just wants a nice draw. And if he can get a bit of movement on the jack, that's all the better. Yeah. If he lands on the black bowls, as long as he's not kicking them in. And he's coming nicely here, finishing very well.
it's going to pick the jack.
That's a cracking bowl. And that's a little
Very
bit
good.
unfortunate. It's probably still 1 in, 1 out.
Gives him a few options for his last wood
Yeah.
there.
But if Arthur's last wood finishes in the same sort of position, John will be having a little run at that. He'll be trying to get a full house out of this. Because it's quite a big wide target to trundle into. So if he trundles down and gets anything but that gap, he'll probably get a result that favours him. But anyway, Arthur's walking slowly up to the mat, thinking about what he's going to do. And I reckon if he's got his shot there, I would think would be to cover the back. I don't know, or maybe try and drag the jack to his bowls.
He's sticking with his backhand, I think.
I
Round the
suppose
front.
I suppose that's a nice little target just to play at reaching bowl into, isn't it?
He could make 4.
Yeah. Wants to try and keep his wood on the green, I would suggest. He doesn't want to be going with too much weight. And he is
He's
indeed.
very positive.
Yeah, it's controlled weight, but it's
He's just
too
going
much
to
green.
slip by.
And yeah. So I think ideally missing the head, he would have been better for him to finish on the green, because John has got options now, especially if he's holding shot. He can take a gamble here and try and get a full house. And he's controlled, just reaching, just got too much green. The weight was probably a bit too much on the weight as well, really. But
Yeah. Never mind, he's on the board.
yes,
That's
and
important.
he's got the jack,
Yep.
so he
He
can
can
set
change
the
that
mark,
length.
and it wouldn't surprise me.
You're
the
on
mark.
marks, and I'm on length.
Uh,
I'm not sure.
he can change the mark or the length, whatever he prefers. And I think he'll be going pretty long. I think.
I think they've put up 1. So
Yeah, I reckon the
it's,
jack will be on all
2-1
around the
to
tee, won't
Arthur,
it? Yeah,
with John now in
Yeah.
control of the mat.
yeah. It's going to be around about 30 metres, this mark, I would think.
John's definitely pitched it longer. Not quite reached the tee.
Yeah. About 29 and a half metres, something like that. So he's opted to bowl on his backhand this time.
Nice line for an arrow.
Yeah, it's coming quite well. It's just going to drop short, but he's not going to be too disappointed
No,
with that.
that's a good start. I like that. I have to say we've got some very pretty coloured woods here today, haven't we?
Yes.
All sorts of colours.
And there are new colours coming onto the market all the time, aren't
Yes.
there? So, good reply here from Arthur.
Yeah,
think
it's
he's-
just run out, hasn't
Yeah,
it?
it's just run out. Johnny's currently holding
It's
shot.
something for John to rest on.
Yep. He's got it out well. Looks like a very good line. I've got quite a nice finish on them, these Quantums. Coming back very
Oh,
well.
yes.
That's a
Just
lovely ball,
drag
John.
it there. Yes.
Great ball.
Well done.
And I would think Arthur would probably need to turn over now and go on the forehand. So, just a draw shot, really. Not all tee weight. I think he has second ball. Well, he's sticking with the backhand. He's not going to bowl that forehand, is he?
No.
I think he's got to be reaching the head with that to try and move the wood.
When he's bowled reaching woods, they've
Yeah,
been
I can't see him
effective,
getting
haven't
to that, getting that on a draw shot. I think he's got to use the woods. Well, it's on a draw line. If he's through the head, perhaps he's trying to set it up.
Yeah, he's past his own wood.
Yeah, he's past it, so
Past the tee.
maybe he's done it for a reason. I'm not sure. I don't know. He's probably 3.5 feet through the head. Oh, John just sticking with a draw shot. Again, he's well.
That's going to finish
Yeah,
very well.
That's a great ball.
That's
that
a
is.
super
Yeah,
wood.
finished really well. Arthur really needs to be coming on that forehand now. Oh, he
He's
really
not.
does.
He's sticking with his backhand.
Yeah, I suppose he can draw onto the back bowl now.
can.
That might be good enough for second, or it might get shot if it falls in. But he certainly can't draw onto the jack. Good effort here.
He's going to cut it down.
Yeah, it's a
He's
very
going
good
to
effort.
cut it down.
He may well have second ball there.
Yes. What would you play now, Danny?
I'd be playing probably a draw shot, but to the weight of his
Positive.
backwood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Positive onto that wood.
Either to get onto his shot ball or get onto the nearest black wood just to punch it out. And if he misses all, he's sort of covering the back. He's on a very good track here, coming very well. He might be a bit unlucky here. It depends how he gets it. Oh no! It's always at risk. That was the only risk.
Flipping it in.
Yeah.
I think John's probably
Is he still holding
still
shots?
got it.
I think he's still got it. So.
Yeah. We're lucky because although we've got the television, we can also have a quick look at the green as well.
Yeah. So is Arthur going to stick with that back end and try and get around that front bowl? He could do it with a perfect wood, but it's got to be bang
And
on.
he's actually looking at the forehand.
I think on the forehand, it's probably percentage-wise, it's probably a better shot on the forehand. Drawing, any movement on the jack would probably favour him on the forehand. Yeah.
nerve-wracking this is sometimes.
It's turned out to be quite a good game, isn't it?
Very good.
Yeah. He's looking for the backhand shot again, look.
Yep.
The way he stood on the mat. He's definitely reluctant to play on the
No,
he's changed his mind. He's going to come on the
He's changed
forehand.
his wood earlier.
Yeah. Wise choice, I think. He's just got the players on the next rink in his eye line a little bit because they've got the mat up. Anyway, he's on a... looks like a tight line, this, to me.
It's
Too
just
much
the
weight, yeah.
Just the weight.
Yeah. He'd only need to be reaching, I think.
Right, John, you've got control again.
Yeah, 2 across after 3 ends have they played now? Yeah.
Yes. Thank you, Helen, for keeping us in check.
So John keeping the mats in the same place, 1, 2, 3 spots up. Tee 1 yard short of the 1 yard short of the tee. About 28 to 29 metres, 28.5 metres I would say. Forehand draw this time. It's not finished too bad. 2.5 feet behind the head, behind the jack.
He sent it well out. I don't know whether it'll get back on that line.
Yeah, it's just that weight, isn't it?
Just the weight holding
come
it
back
out. Yeah,
lovely, but
it has actually.
Yeah, 4 foot or so through the head. John's certainly got plenty of green on this one. They will work and come back. It is a relatively swingy rink, rink 3. But that one just, well, it's proved me wrong. That one's held out. I'm quite surprised that didn't get back a little bit better than it did. The weight wasn't too bad.
Well, there's out on that wide line again.
Yeah, I think it'll come back though.
Well,
With the weight's
Just
better
the
this
weight.
time. Just about wins it.
yeah.
Yard through the head.
John's gone back to his forehand.
Yeah. Good effort here from John. Very close here.
Onto the wood.
I think that wins it.
Yep.
Yep. Arthur, no doubt, will be sticking with the backhand, trying to draw onto the shot bowl, I suppose, ideally, and full. Looking a little bit tight. Yeah.
John will stick to his forehand.
I'm just looking for the perfect draw shot now, I think. If he rests on the nearest black bowl,
Yeah.
that'll be a good bowl.
Nothing for sure.
It looks like it's... Probably would have preferred it not finishing there. It does give Arthur a bit of a shoulder there to use, doesn't it? I'm pretty sure Arthur will be reaching the head this time. He bowled that slightly narrow line, so probably just drawing through the head.
It's coming
Is it
back.
going to get back
it's
quick
coming
enough?
back.
Wow, cracking effort. He's
gosh.
probably got a shot ball there, you know.
Bowled an absolute worldie at the moment.
I think John's body language is telling me that he's one down. Yeah.
Yep, one down.
1-2 Arthur, 3-2 after 4 ends. Bearing in mind, John has to win this set. A tie will be no good for him. He has to win this set.
Going to start laying carpet. She's paying Stairs carpet as well.
So I'm guessing the mat's going to be coming
Yep,
up this
and
end.
that's up again.
I was called push a pin.
Yeah, mat's right up again.
How bad it is, bro.
I think the mat's up pretty much as far as it can go.
20 quid delivery, so I went and got it in the car. It was hanging out the back of the car.
Well, this is going to be around about 23, 24 metre mark, provided he
20 quid to get it from the bottom of the road to the
casts the jack correctly.
not a chance.
I think he needs to be reaching the tee.
Yeah, not far away. That'll do.
Well, it's 3 or 4 inches short of the tee. So he must have the mat back half a spot or so.
The great thing about YouTube is, isn't it? You can watch how to do stuff.
I'll turn them channels off just in case God catches me watching.
Decent start from Arthur. Tickle on the jack.
Yep, chalk.
John electing to bowl on his backhand this time. Probably the preferred hand, I would say, on this rink.
That's a great start, John.
Yeah, cracking
Yeah.
John. Cracking start, John. Yes, Kevin, maybe he will. Good effort here
Oh
from
my
Arthur.
word. Oh
What
my
a lovely
word.
bowl. What a lovely bowl.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Still plenty of room to get in mind, but it's nevertheless advantage Arthur as it stands. Yeah. We have got security on the car park, so I think Kevin's motorhome will be all right. Oh, John.
Oh, John,
That's
what a wood.
perfect reply. Now Kevin, now Arthur. If he wants to stick with the backhand, he's got to go with a bit of weight, hasn't he, and punch
Yep.
John's wood. Or you've got to come down on the forehand and draw through it. And I'm guessing he'll come down on the backhand because that's the hand he wants to play.
Having lots of advice from the spectators, I think.
I think the backhand's slightly risky, to be fair, because he could end up edging his own wood out and missing John's wood altogether.
But I bet you anything he plays his backhand.
Depends how confident he is with the shot.
He's played
he's-
some very confident shots.
Yeah, well, he's bowled very well so far today, so he knows what he's doing. He's coming on the backhand, so he's looking to probably punch the wood, move the jack. Definitely bowling a tight hand, and he's definitely not short. Is he going to get back quick enough? Cracking effort, and he's got it clean. What a great bowl.
Wow, superb.
Still might be one down, ironically.
Yeah, could be.
Straight through that.
No, I think
Yeah, I think
It's
John's
close.
still holding.
it's close. I mean, Arthur's finished around about a foot in front of the jack.
He's played some stunning
Foot or so.
woods. Bring back classic twos.
John's going to be bowling a similar shot by the looks of it. Get the wood or the jack. He's not, well, he might get an edge here.
No.
No.
They've both got one wood left,
I'd
so
argue he's probably a yard too heavy with that one, John, but I know I can see exactly what he's trying to do. Now the question is Arthur going to play on his backhand again?
yes,
Is he?
I bet you anything
Yeah.
he is.
I see a forehand shot there, but he's still in the competition and I'm not, so who am I to judge?
All he's got to do is nudge his own up with good
Yeah,
weight.
I think drawing onto John's bowl, and if he's inside it, he's getting the jack and getting the jack back to his other woods.
True.
On the forehand, well, he doesn't want to be eating the jack if he's on the backhand. And he's got to be bowling a slight. No, he's coming on the forehand. Yeah,
Oh, I'm wrong.
yeah.
That's good. He could take John's out and
Well, he's playing a reaching bowl on that line. It's not going to get back quick enough. Good effort, mind. I think John's just going to play the draw shot now, isn't he? He's on a decent
gonna
road.
push his own wood up.
Oh, he's just playing that reaching draw, isn't he? Which, yeah, it's just too heavy again.
One red.
Yeah, one to Arthur. So Arthur was holding shot with the front bowl.
That's why John played weight.
Yeah. So it's now 4-1 after 5 ends. Sorry, 4-2 after
4-2,
5
yeah.
ends. 2 ends left. Absolutely crucial that John wins this end. As I say, John has to win the set. He can't halve it.
The number of spectators has increased
Yeah,
dramatically.
the place is getting rammed now. I think we've probably got players turning up for the next
Yes.
grouping as well, I should think. So match right up again. Yeah, pretty much on the tee. Around about 24, 25 metres.
It's so quiet in here now.
Yeah. Yeah, when we got here earlier there was music playing, but obviously because we're live streaming we can't have the music playing
No.
because of copyright. Still a good atmosphere though. It's not a bad start from Arthur. He won't be too disappointed with that. A couple of feet through the head.
And Kevin wants to know how Sandra's getting on. And I
Sandra is...
think she has just
where
won.
is she? She was definitely one set up.
She was, and yeah, she's won the second set, I'm sure.
Yeah, Sandra has just
Yeah,
beaten Wayne.
well done, Sandra.
From what I could see, that was a very good game as well. From the ends I was watching off screen, between ends. John's just managed to get shot with his first ball. Arthur's coming. Looks like it could be very close to landing on the shot ball here.
Yes, he's
Yeah,
done it again.
that wins it at the moment. She wishes, Richard.
Nice
good
one.
reply from
Nice
John.
wood
So
from
they're having a
John.
good little
Well
battle this
bowled.
end.
Shot wood and
Yeah,
chalk.
yeah, good ball.
It's nice to see some of the ladies win their matches.
I didn't like it last time I played it with Emily. Couldn't find the line at all.
It's one of the few sports really you can name where the ladies, there's no handicap if you're a lady or a man really.
No.
Strength doesn't really come into it. So Arthur's it's definitely on a tight track this time.
He's going to try and take John out.
Where he's looking just to rattle him, isn't he? Well, not a bad effort. Finished well.
John's got some woods to rest on or
Yeah.
cover.
I don't think John's going to be drawing another one in here.
Yeah.
If he can get an opportunity to pick a 2 or a 3 up.
It would boost his confidence.
Yeah. Coming well. If he gets second wood here, he's going to be well happy. That's a fantastic
super
ball.
wood. Excellent.
Now I think Arthur's got a hit and hope shot there, hasn't he? He played it on
And
the
he
back
hasn't
end.
missed much the whole game.
Yeah. I mean, he has got the forehand draw into the pack, I suppose, but no, probably
it'll
want to
be
play
a
his backhand.
backhand,
He's probably
I'm
going
sure
to.
it'll be
Probably
a
got to hit that and just hope. It's going to be very hard to get rid of both woods and get the jack onto his ball. Yeah, very hard to get anything out of that the way the woods are. If he gets a front wood right and springs a jack, it could spring over, but you're going to have a bit of luck on his side, I think, for it to do that. I mean, if he gets third ball, it's not the end of the world because he's still in control. Yeah, coming on the backhand, so just wants to hit the target
Well,
now
it's
and make things
positive.
better.
It's positive, but I
Yeah.
think he's just going to slide
So
by.
John's got a chance now picking a
Yeah.
3 up
John
to
needs a
put
three.
him in a really good
John
position
needs
for
a
the
3
set.
here.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, obviously next end, if John wins the end, Arthur will have last wood on the next end, which
No,
will probably
Arthur's
be
come a
crucial.
long way, hasn't he,
Yeah.
from Wales to play here.
So it looks like he's on a tight line here. Is he trying
on,
to punch the
John.
wood out? No, it's drawing.
Run it out.
It's drawing.
Run it out. Oh, if he's short, he won't be pleased with that.
He'd be a bit disappointed in that. He got 2, so it's all square with one end to play. So this end isn't going to be, well, it's unlikely to be a tie break, this end. A tied end. John needs to make sure he wins this end now to take it to a tie break.
Oh, he's taking the mat up.
Well, John's kept the mat up this time, so John's decided he's going to play him at his own game. On his own end.
I don't understand that. I think I'd have done a full length and tried to just change it completely.
Maybe he's just confident enough to think he can outdraw him on this one end.
wants to be nailing it with his first ball if he can. It's not a bad start. A couple of foot behind the head.
Arthur just checking how far the jack was from the tee.
It's, as I say, it's pretty much a 23 to 24 metre mark, that, isn't it? Pretty much a minimum mark. Minimum length, sorry, Jill.
It's all right, you use marks, I use lengths. And I'm sure it's the Crown Green influence.
It probably is.
With the mark.
And again, Arthur's gone back to how he started there, bowling that tight line. So perhaps there's method in John's madness here.
Oh, John's changed his hand.
John turning over and coming on the forehand this time. Looks like he got it out well.
If he could pick that jack up, he'd be really pleased.
Well bowled, John.
Well
That's a
bowled.
great bowl.
That's a cracking
Cracking
wood.
bowl. So, advantage, John.
It'd be lovely if it goes to a tie break.
Yeah.
We like a bit of excitement in our lives.
Yeah.
All right, Albert, how you keeping me? I very well, thank you.
So Arthur's, he's definitely on a tight, slightly tight line here.
I think he's just running,
Yeah, yeah,
diving for the back.
yeah. Oh, he's finished bang on.
Really? Can I have some of those forms under there? Please. Just a couple. Yeah. Thank you, darling. We'll start.
So John's currently in a good position as things stand at the moment. I would imagine that John will try and protect the head now and perhaps draw somewhere around that back bowl, because he doesn't really want to make the target any bigger, does he?
No, he doesn't.
So
An inline bowl
if he
somewhere
comes down
behind.
yeah, if he comes down and finishes around where that black bowl is at the back, then I think
Yeah, he's out on a good line,
Yeah.
and he's got some weight on it.
yeah,
He's definitely covering.
yeah, he'll be happy with that there. And he's trying to move it again here. Is it getting back quick enough? It's not a bad effort.
Yeah,
It's finishing a
taken
good
John's
spot.
second
That
wood
might
out.
give him a shot with a choice with his last bowl. I would say John now needs to be drawing onto that wood, or as close to that
Yeah.
wood as possible.
The pressure.
He's now got two at the back, so the back's reasonably well covered. I think John wins a respot should the jack go out of rink to the right hand side as we're looking at it. And I think Terry's only real, Arthur's only real shot is to punch John's wood and get the jack onto his back bowl. So if John can cover it, then John's done pretty much all he can do to
Yeah.
protect the head. And indeed, it's backhand draw onto the
weight's
bowl,
good.
hopefully.
The weight's very good.
Yeah,
The weight's very.
that is a perfect bowl.
Yeah,
That is
yes.
a perfect bowl from John.
He'll be pleased with
Yeah.
that.
I don't think it changes Arthur's shot.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, I think he's got to hit it and just hope that the jack goes to his wood rather than John's. Either way, it's going to determine whether the match goes to a tiebreaker or not. Because the door's been opened, haven't they? That's why I think you're getting the draft. There's no doubt Arthur's going to want to play the backhand. I don't think it matters which hand he bowls, as long as he can hit the front bowl. To be fair, even if he does hit it, it probably favours going to John's wood. The jack does, the way the angle of the wood. But you know, it could hit John's wood and bounce back. Or he could get an edge on John's wood, shot ball, and maybe get to the jack that way. Yeah,
He's on a tight line.
he's having a trundle at it.
He's having a
The only
tight
shot he
line.
got. Not
No,
going to get back quick
no,
enough,
it's
so
not gonna get back.
that's 1 to John. John wins the second set,
Tie
5-4, 6-4. Sorry,
Yep.
it's a 2-1,
6-4 to John.
and he now goes to the 3-end tie break. And I'll let Jill explain how the tie break works.
Get my paperwork
I
out.
believe they toss, don't they?
They toss for the jack, and
the
if
winner
you
can
win the
choose
toss, you have the opportunity
on the
of
first.
playing. The player winning the toss will have the choice of starting or giving away the jack in the first and third ends, or take or give away the jack in the second end.
Yeah. So basically, the winner of the toss will have control over either the first and third end or the second end,
Correct.
and that person decides who has the mat and who has the jack for those ends.
Yep. So it's in other words, it's important to win the jack.
Yeah, it can
Looks
be.
as if-
Yeah.
Well, I don't know who's won the jack, because it could be Arthur and he's given it to
Yeah.
John. I don't know.
I don't know who won the jack, but
No,
John
but
has got the mat.
John's got the mat.
I would say that Arthur, if it was me, I'd be giving the mat away on the first and third end. But we're all different.
I don't know, it's quite good to be in control of the jack.
But you're in control of it for 2 ends, aren't you?
Yeah.
That's the way I read it.
So you'd give it away?
Well, I think you can give it away on the first end, and that mean you've got the choice on the third end whether to give it away
I see
or not?
I see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway,
Good job
John-
I've got my piece of paper in front
Yeah.
of me.
John's bowled his first wood round about 3.5 feet short of the jack.
Definitely gone colder in here.
Yeah,
I haven't heard the heaters come on at all.
there's been a lot of people coming in and out, so the doors have been opened and closed. 1 or 2 people have come off the rinks. So, well, that's a bit of a loose start, isn't it?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure John will punish him for that. I don't think John will be short this time. I think he'll be on or around it.
And there's still some games to
Well,
finish. In
He's
this
not going to be
session,
too
aren't there?
pleased with that. It's still a yard
No.
short.
Arthur's heavy again. But it might be shot.
It's going to be shot
It's going to
ball.
be shot.
Because obviously the tie break, it's not how many shots you win,
No.
it's just the end, so you just got to win the
You've
end.
just got to win the end.
John really does need to get one in
You
with his
need
ball.
the shots.
Take the pressure off a little bit. He's on a good line here, the weight's looking better.
His weight's better. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Well
good
done.
enough. Good enough for now. Oh, Arthur's got the draw shot here. He could be brave and try and
He just
move
needs
the
to
jack,
draw.
but I think because he's got last bowl, he might save it for then if he needs to. He's got what 15 to 18 inches to draw in, and he's certainly been well capable of that all through the game. Coming very well. He certainly isn't short. Just through the gap. At the moment, again, advantage John as it stands, but I think John needs to.
He needs to get behind that jack.
I think he needs to get a better shot bowling. Which is what he's trying to do here. That's a great bowl,
That's a
John. That is a great bowl.
That's a
He's
superb
finished in a
wood.
good spot there as well. Now then, will Arthur draw it or will he go at it? That is a question. It's definitely drawable.
I'd probably they're not bad. No,
Looks like a draw shot line. Is he sailing through it again? Looks like it.
Yeah. Yes, just got the weight on.
Yeah, so just sailing through. So,
That's one of his loosest ends of the
Yeah.
whole game, isn't
and
it?
it's the last time certainly don't want to be having loose ends now. So now it's advantage John, and if I remember, I think that's probably the first time John's been in front, isn't it, through
Yes,
the
it
match?
is.
Which, if
He's
you want to
been
be in front
firefighting.
just once, then this is the time to do it. So.
Yeah. He's actually got a smile on his face, so
Yeah. Now the question is John going to have the mat or is he going to give it away? Now I'm surprised at that. I thought John wanted to give the mat away. Have last bowl, but certainly he wants to be getting a good first bowl in to put Arthur under pressure. Sticking with a short mark. Drawing his first bowl on the backhand. It's not a bad start. I don't think it's going to be good enough to win the end. It's nearly a yard down. Arthur really does need to try and nail this, put the pressure back onto John. And it looks like it's tight. The weight was good.
last wood is shot.
Might win it as it stands, but it won't be good enough to win the end.
Last wood is shot.
What's going on here?
What are they sending it back for? Should it have been Arthur that played? It should have perhaps been Arthur who had the jack on the second end, and not John, and that's why they've got to start the end again.
Yeah, so John must have won the toss then.
Yeah, he chose
So
to have
what-
the mat on the first
yeah.
end.
He won the first end and naturally just bowled the jack up.
Yeah,
Yeah. So,
probably
yeah.
probably corrected by the umpire sitting
Yeah.
right at the end of their ring, so
Yeah.
that's good.
So Arthur's got the option with this end whether to have the jack or or give it
Yes.
away, and he's opted to have the jack. They're starting again.
It gets a bit complicated, doesn't it, Darren?
Yes, probably you could argue a little bit overcomplicated, but it's the format. So I suppose if you play the game regularly,
Well, a lot of these chaps do play this
Yeah.
regularly, and they know each other, and
yeah.
they really enjoy the open singles.
So he's taken the mat further back, hasn't he, this time? So it's a longer mark.
Oh, that'll be interesting.
Well, he's not going to be very happy with that.
It's a case of who adapts better to this longer
Yeah.
length.
Well, I would say John's got advantage now because Arthur hasn't played a particularly good lead shot. So John's got the chance to get in, and he's also got last wood. So probably favours him as it stands. And John's probably got him for sharp, but
It's a little bit.
I don't think that'll be winning the end. That looks tight again to me, from Arthur, for a long mark.
He's got that jack.
Yeah, well, I think he might have just fallen out there. I would say John is probably holding shot
The
there.
marker has said he favours blue.
Yeah. So John's first wood is now jack high. So if John can bowl a similar wood and just find the green, he's put his hands up in the air. He didn't like it. I don't think he's got the weight behind it, has he?
No, he's short.
Yeah, he'll be disappointed with that. Kevin, move. Got it away well this time, Arthur has. The line looks a bit better.
Got that.
He's got the jack
Got
again.
that jack
Well,
again.
lovely ball. Lovely ball. Yeah. So John's got to probably follow that down and just draw onto the shot ball or draw onto the jack. So he's got, what, probably 12 to 15 inches to play with on weight to get shot. Got a decent line.
I think it's a bit.
Oh, it's holding, isn't it? Holding
No, I
out.
think it's.
Yeah, too much weight on it. Unfortunately for John, he has got last bowl, so
Yeah.
he's going to have options.
He's got nothing. At the moment, he's got nothing. The wood you can see on the screen is actually on the bank.
That's on the bank.
Yeah, it's on the bank.
Yeah. I think if I was in John's shoes, I would be playing that draw shot onto the shot ball.
Well, that's another one. I know it's only
Yeah,
one shot
yeah,
to count,
yeah.
but that's a great wood at the back.
Yeah, I think John's got to lose probably 4 or 5 foot on weight, hasn't he, to get the shot.
It's a
John's
better,
slightly
a
tight.
better line if he's got the
tighter
weight.
line, yeah.
He's got the weight.
It's a good effort, this is.
He's
Anything
trying.
but the gap, really.
He's very
Anything
trying.
but the gap. Oh, has it done it?
I don't know.
I don't think it has.
Come on, Kevin. What's happening? Oh,
No. So it's going down to the final end.
1-1. Final end of the tie-break. And John's chosen to
Yeah.
keep the jack.
Well, it's been a good battle, this, so may the best man win.
Yes.
So both players have sent some good woods up. Right, so final end of the tie-break. John taking the mat up.
He's gone back to his
Yeah.
original.
Probably, I'd say 25 metres, roughly. Forehand with his first shot, with his first ball, sorry. Looks like a decent start, this does, which is exactly what he wants to be doing.
That's what he needed.
Yeah, good start from John.
Yeah.
That's not a bad ball. That's looking a little bit tight from Arthur, but if he can get the jack,
No, he's a bit runny. He was trying for it though.
yeah. Maybe he's going for broke, I don't know. John's got that one out well. It's all on weight. It's certainly got the right
Anything past the
line.
jack is good.
Yeah, good
And
ball from
that's
John.
very good.
Yeah, good ball.
Yep. It's not sticking out on the backhand, and
I think Arthur needs to be just drawing now.
he's drawn
He's certainly
some-
got a good draw ball in his game. He's
yeah,
been drawing
he's
very
drawn
well all
some
match.
curlers today.
Yeah. Looking tight again though. Well, he's
I
going
don't
for it,
know.
look.
He's not. He's really trying,
Yeah,
and he's moved it again.
yeah, I'm not sure I'd be playing that, but I don't know. Maybe the
He's
method in the
he's
madness.
playing really positively,
Yeah.
isn't he?
He's obviously not confident of getting a draw shot in, is he? So if you're not confident, then you may as well play positive. John's now drawing on the other hand. Ideally get a bit of movement on the jack just to try and get it around his wood. Now, would Arthur go again? Might do. But having said that, it's quite a big area to draw into, isn't it? If he can draw, he's got two woods to...
He's got the jack,
yeah,
or
jack
John's
or wood to
woods,
rest
so
on, yeah.
he's got two waiting at the back.
Yeah, but if he plays that control weight, again, he's got the jack or the wood to hit. Just doesn't want to find the gap, does he?
This is very nerve-wracking.
Yeah. He's on a tight line again. No, he's on a draw
I think
line.
he's
Well,
thrown
he's
it
bowled
out.
weight on a draw line, hasn't he?
He's thrown it
Probably in
out.
two minds there what to do.
John needs to be behind that jack.
Yeah, it's a difficult one really
Or
because
tuck it round the corner.
it's difficult because a good draw shot, there's still room to draw it.
Yeah. But Arthur's going to be up and at it, isn't
Yeah.
he? So
He's coming on the forehand. It looks like he's going to cover the back. Well, he's bowling a tight
not
line.
with that.
He's bowling a tight line, so...
Is he trying to move his front wood across? Oh,
Okay. Right, so match deciding wood coming up. Currently advantage John, but all down to what Arthur can do with this last bowl.
it's been a really good game.
Yeah. He's definitely not short on that.
No.
It's definitely a slightly tight line. Yeah. That's just going to sail through, so John's got
John's
through by the
won.
skin of his
Yeah.
teeth there. Well bowled, John. Well bowled. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. That was a very, very good game.
Yep, that was a really interesting game, backwards and forwards.
So thank you all for watching. We're going to sign off for now, and very shortly we'll get set up for the next game. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.